Okay. Looks better. Looks like there's some movement there so far. All right, guys. So part of the reason this happens, part of it is that I have a client, when I do market analysis for Vantage markets, I have to stream via OBS to their stuff. So I've got to break all my settings, go to their settings, and then I have to come back and set up my settings. So I don't think my settings are optimal. I think they are default settings. I just don't think they're optimal. So hopefully you're going to be able to join me. The stream health looks really good now. Hopefully it's better now. And there we go. This is better. Okay, good. So apologies for that. I'm going to run through everything again very quickly. I'll delete any other recordings, so there'll just be this one. Thank you very much. Okay, so first of all I wanted to say was that turned out to be a really good trade. I didn't know it would be a great trade, but it looked like a potential trade setup. And now again, I think the trend is very much established to the upside. I'd be looking for pullbacks. So I'm looking ideally for a second down day and then potentially looking for moves to the upside. So basically you're looking for a pullback on euro dollar and then looking for a buy position. Then I have sterling. I'm looking for the same thing. So far it looks nice and bullish. I'm looking for a pullback and a move to the upside. Also, by the way, if my chart has got too much on it, please just tell me that. Just say your chart's very cluttered or messy, I can't see anything, and then I'll do it. Because I can sort of see what I'm looking at, and maybe you guys can, but sometimes maybe there's a bit too much. I mean, obviously if I could just do it like this, I would, but I also need those key levels to play in. And I think, I mean, here, for example, let's get rid of all this. We could just get rid of all this stuff. So get rid of, delete all drawn objects on this study, which is that. There we go. And then I can put in some key levels as we go. Okay, so that's really all I need to be paying attention to. For example, here we could see there's a little bit of a level there we want to pay attention to. That's fine. We'll keep it relatively simple there. Now, I'm not seeing anything on this that I like. Excuse me. I'm not seeing anything I like on this Kiwi. I'm also not really seeing anything I like on this, and even if there was a trade here, it would have been a losing trade, probably. What I will mention, though, if you go back to Aussie dollar here, I would say to you, though, please note that this is clearly bullish momentum. So what's happening is it's trying to turn around. I think that it'll probably pick up momentum once it breaks above this level. So then we might not have a setup today, but we will have a setup soon. Let's look at dollar Swissy. So dollar Swissy look nice and bearish, but I didn't know there was going to be any setup there. However, now that it has broken this low and it seems to be settling into that, I'd look for pullbacks and then look potential shorting opportunities, but nothing today. Dollar CAD, I had actually deleted what was in this. I was expecting a breakout to the upside, and it's clearly, and I was expecting if it did that, then it'd be bullish. It has completely gone the other way, so it's a lower high, rejected this, and it's now looking more and more bearish. So dollar CAD, it's seemingly rejecting this level. All right, dollar yen. Okay, so dollar yen, I have a concern. Excuse me, I think that that's definitely potentially double top, and yet the MACD is not bearish. There's no bearish divergence on the MACD, and we have a bullish setup here, breaking off a level. So this is a possible bullish setup, but you can see we're just battling at the moment, and that's a level as well. So for me, it's a hard pass on this. Yes, it might continue through, but it's just a hard pass. It's just something is going on. I'm not happy with that. Dollar yen, not liking that. No entry on the euro yen pairs, no pullbacks. Pound yen, I need another pullback. A little bit of a deeper retracement, and then I'd like to go long on that. Let me just see, there was a message here. Okay. Pound yen, okay, so no pullback, but no setup there. This was a great trade setup. I think I took a bit of this one, but I'm not in that trade at the moment. I need to have a look. I've taken a lot of trades lately. I need to have a look. This one, there was nothing there. We have broken to the upside. We've broken through this level, and it looks like we're going to continue to climb. So possibly we should just accept that this is where the yen pairs are going to be for now, but just be prepared that at some point there's going to be an intervention. Swissy yen, we need a pullback here, so that needed to break out, and now we need a pullback, so nothing yet on that one. CAD yen, this was a relatively straightforward one. I like this one. We did pull back. That was a setup, and that's already, I mean, most of these have gone on and hit 1-1 or 2-1. So all looking good. I'm curious, did you guys take any of the yen trades? Has anyone had a look at any of those ones? Let's have a look at the other pairs. So Euro GBP, you can see it's looking bullish. It's testing this level of resistance, wants to move higher, but otherwise it's not a great trend. You shouldn't have green, red, green, red, green. You shouldn't really have that. You'd have like 4 or 5 greens, 2 or 3 reds, and so on. Euro Swissy, I spoke about this one. There was a concern here because of this key level. So again, we appear to have been rejected off this level. I would stay off it for now. I'd stay away from it. Euro CAD, this is pretty much going according to plan. We've got a pullback here. So I'm going to remove this, but I think, yes, I think there could be, if there's another down day into this little area, I'm just going to, I'll just leave it there for now. But I think there's a pullback here. There could be a possible setup that occurs over here tomorrow. So that could be the case. Euro Aussie just looks it's range bound. So that's probably going to go low. So there's no end of day setups there. Euro Kiwi is also the same. There's no clear trend at the moment. Pound Swissy, this would have been a losing trade. I think the next candle broke the high, but there wasn't any setup, so it would have been a losing trade. And it pulled back and it's failing. So nothing on Pound Swissy. Pound CAD has pulled back. This would have potentially been a losing trade. It obviously gapped down and then took off. So possibly if it hadn't been triggered, you'd be in on the trade and have probably hit your 2-to-1 or 3-to-1. I'm not, you guys are here. Okay, good. Pound Aussie. Nothing. There's just nothing here. There's no clear trend, nothing happening. Compared to here or other periods, there's just no clear trend at the moment. So nothing on that one. Aussie Kiwi is just ping-ponging all over the place for now. Nothing much happening there. We've got this one pull back. It did actually take off, so it wasn't really there, but it happened there. There was an engulfing bar and that took off. So depending on which candle you got in on, you probably would have hit 2-to-1 or 3-to-1 by now. That's good. We've got Aussie Swissy, nothing happening here. So the Swissy pairs in general are garbage. Euro Swissy not showing anything just yet. Pound Swissy not showing anything. Aussie Swissy, let's have a look at Kiwi Swissy. Kiwi Swissy also garbage. So there's no real clue as to where it's going for now. Let's just get rid of that. There and there, not much happening. Okay, Kiwi CAD, we pulled back. Oh, this was a potential setup, but pulled back. So possibly you would have, I don't think you would have, because this was an engulfing candle. So you would have had to place your order on this one. It just doesn't make sense. And if you hadn't got triggered on this one, I don't think you would have placed an order here. So, but anyway, and that gone. So there's no way you would have made money on that. There's no way to get into that move because it was just ridiculous. Kiwi Swissy, nothing we said. CAD Swissy, nothing really. It could be a double bottom here. Just like, I'd be cautious. We've got a slightly higher MACD. And if you finish a bullish candle here, we might end up with a bit of a double bottom. But also, when you look at it from a weekly perspective, we're clearly at a very significant level here. Okay, so be very cautious with that. It looks like it might actually break to the downside. Okay, that is everything there. Let's go and have a look at the main page. Let's see what else is going on. Let's have a look at gold. So gold, again, I'm still looking for gold to go long. Potentially it should have set up. There could be something here where possibly I'd be looking for that to go long. There's nothing there yet. Let's look at silver. Silver is pushing up. There's a bit of a level there that wants to break through. I'm going to put this in over here. We'll just put that in there. 23.50 is probably the level. 23.50 is probably the level. Wants to break through, and you can see here it makes a lot more sense. So let me get rid of that and put the level in here. That's where it makes a lot more sense. There we go, 23.41. And that wants to break through, so I think that's likely to happen. If we have a look at copper very quickly, looking bullish now. We've basically got an uptrend forming there. It looks really nice. Looks like it wants to keep pushing to the upside now. Natural gas, not really going anywhere. Still at the bottom, not offering much there. Let's look at crude oils. Brent crude. Okay, so Brent crude, there we go. So we spoke about this as a possibility here. Michael, can you remind me what we decided? Was it Brent crude we were looking at, where we said it was potentially coming back and it was going to head lower? Was it Brent crude or was it something else? Or was it cotton or something? I can't remember. Again, this stream is just ticking the lag again. It's about a 3-second lag. So there was a break and a continuation down. Okay, so for now that appears to be the case, and I'm not getting any. It was pound sing, was it? Okay, let's have a look at that quickly. GBP. Was it? There. That's it. Where is it? No, man. As soon as I do that, it wants to go. Okay. There we go. Sorry about that. Okay, so we had a breakout to the upside. Was that really it? I thought we were looking at something in Brentcrete. Anyway, so there's a continuation to the downside. That looks fine. It'll probably head down to here, might double bottom. So if I was in this, I'd be very careful to make sure I take profits before we get there. Let's have a look at the indices as well. The indices looking very bullish. We basically here, this is going to be my approach. This is not financial advice. This is my approach. I would be looking at the 4-hour time frame for entries on this. I think it's very bullish. The angle of it's very bullish. I think it's probably going to surge to the upside, and therefore the only way I can get an entry on this is going to be on the 4 hours. So in other words, you need pullbacks on the 4 hours to go long. I don't think it's going to even pull back on the daily for the next few days. Excuse me. So I would be that would be the way I would that's going to be my approach. Again, we have a bit of a consolidation here, is probably, and then it'll potentially head off. So it's quite bullish today. I bought more. Apple today. I bought more Amazon. I liked Amazon. I bought Intuit. Intuit also looking good. I bought some of Intuit. I bought JP Morgan. Traditionally not a fan, but I bought JP Morgan. Excuse me. I bought JP Morgan. Sorry, I'm so sorry, guys. Got to find the mute button quickly. So I bought more JP Morgan, and I sold something. As well. I sold a property thing that was underperforming, but everything else looks fine. Actually, technology stuff right now is looking really good. Russell 2000, the FTSE's also had a good day today. DAX continuing up. So basically, your 4 hours, your best shot. You're not even going to get in on anything. This is what happens when the indices really move. ASX, really nice and strong and bullish. This is an upside down head and shoulders, guys. This is an upside down head and shoulders. So that means that if, 83% of all head and shoulders hit 1-to-1, that means we're pretty close. We have about an 83% chance this is going to go to 7,301. At least that's our initial move. Nikkei gapped up. That looks really good. Okay, so all of that really kind of straightforward. It's back up at all-time highs. Super bullish. They all look good. So let me go to the monthly here and show you why I bought more of that. So we had a pullback here, so I like that. So I bought more Apple because of that on the monthly. Amazon here is starting to break up, so I added to the Amazon position on that one. So basically a weekly or monthly kind of setup was my trigger for the most part. There's part of the reason is that I can't access everyone's accounts very easily. So my fiance's, for example, she has to be here because it's like a 10-step verification process, and I handle it for her. So it means that I can't just willy-nilly go and buy last week like I would have. AT&T is still looking okay. It looks like it might break out around here, break out to the upside. ARC Innovation is even having a good week so far. ASML is beautiful, so that one's already just cruising along. I spoke about that, I think, before. Glencore, we'll see if it breaks out to the upside here. Tesco, yeah, I'm looking for, there it is. There's a bit of a bearish candle. This is what I was looking for, is a weekly candle that is a break, closes below the low here. So it must close below these recent lows and is probably a bearish momentum candle if that's going to be the case, if that happens. Amex looks good as well. I think I opted potentially to buy Amex today. Berkshire Hathaway, I bought more Berkshire Hathaway. Berkshire Hathaway looks really good. Beautiful swing low on the monthly. I'm pretty happy with that for the moment. Coca-Cola, I bought more Coca-Cola today. So why? I bought, because of this monthly candle, we've broken the high. So that was it. So kind of various reasons where I'm just adding to those kind of positions. BP, no. ExxonMobil, there's nothing really happening there. General Motors, trying to turn around. Again, this one is, once it breaks above here, it'll pick up that momentum. JP Morgan. That's a very nice swing line. I just like the look of that, so I just added to that position. Adidas. I was looking here. Ladies, check this out. I was looking for a bearish candle to break out or a bullish one to break to the upside, and we got a bullish breakup. Very cool. So that's a good bullish sign. Meta is on its way, so that's not going to happen. I was looking for a bit of bearish divergence here, and we haven't. We'd have to get another failure, and then we'll probably get the correction. But based on the way the market's moving, I don't think that's going to happen. Morgan Stanley also looks good off a double bottom here. It's probably going to work its way up to here. Nvidia is fine. You just can't get in. It's just moving too much. This looks good. I like Netflix as well. I didn't even look at that today. PayPal, just struggling, but it'll probably be able to get back up above this level. There's no setups. This is just general analysis before I do the weekend. That looks good. So also the spider looking good there. FedEx is looking good as well. That, really nice. Look at this break, pullback, and a nice bullish candle. That's a continuation. Excuse me, a little bit resistance here, but it's going to go. It's going to keep going. Tesla's doing fine. So there's a strong setup, although it's in a bit of a downtrend here. That monthly implies monthly is in an uptrend, and there's your bullish candle. Inside bullish candle, we're probably going to see a break out. If not this month, then next month on the next candle. Vanguard continues to push higher, so that's looking nice and bullish. Walt Disney also pushing higher. So Walt Disney was a potential buy at this level. That could be a really, did I not buy? I might actually look and see if I can buy some Walt Disney on that. What's happening with bonds? Bonds are starting to climb a little bit, so that's nice just to see that. They're still on an overall downtrend, but they look like they might want to just head up a little bit, just a kind of a thing there. And let's have a quick look at cryptos. There we go. There's our pullback and there's our bullish response. So cryptos are very bullish. Why? Because it reluctantly 4 candles down and then immediately 1 candle made up that space. So very bullish. Inside bullish candle on Ethereum, there is a level of resistance there, but overall looking pretty good. So guys, we've got some bullishness in the market. Whether it lasts, for 6 months or only lasts for a month, we appear to have it. It might only last till January and then we have a correction again. But let's see how that goes. So there we go. That is it for me. Is there any other questions before we wrap up for tonight? It was a bit of a crapshoot trying to get everything up and running. I'll try and fix it so that you don't have to put yourself through that stuff. But yeah. Okay, so that's it. I'm going to end the stream. I'm going to go and eat my dinner, and I want to wish you guys a good evening. So thank you very much, and I'll let you go now. Okay. All right, guys. Cheers.